Hey Sydney, how are you?
Hi, I am okay. How are you?
I am doing good. How you feel about getting ready for the exam?
Um, I'm a little stressed right now, but that's just because, this week is finishing up a bunch of everything week. So I have like a couple more things for a few more classes that I need to finish, but I think that I'll be able to really focus on it. And it's good because everything that you've said that we need to like look at is stuff that I like vividly remember going over. So I'm not too worried, but
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to come on today just to check with people to see how their studies are going. I know this week is wrapping up because I'm trying to wrap up too because I got a pile of stuff right there I got to grade. I got to get
yeah.
and so I totally understand. I got finished with you guys exams last night. And, and sent it off to Dr. Craig so he could see it. So, um, yeah, that was fun. And now I'm going to talk to Canvas to see how I can convert everything and get everything uploaded. So,
How
but I just wanted to jump on and see. Like I said, it's some good sites out there that have some great questions that you guys can look at. And, but pretty much, the stuff that we went over in class is the stuff I'm really putting on the test. I mean, whatever we've been over these last months is really going to be on the test. I mean, first semester, second semester, um, things you guys have had on your past exams and stuff. So if you got old exams, stuff like that, you'll see some of those questions
okay.
away. So it it's not going to be anything bad or anything like that. I try to keep it as simple as possible. If it's things that you have seen, you have glanced, we have tested on, it is on there. I try to keep it as simple as possible.
Do you think it would be good for us to study so like the test that we had last semester? Would that help us?
Yes, that will. If you have your test from last semester, that will help. I would say going back through the book and then just Googling ACS organic chem questions would be a good place to start as well.
Okay.
Um, as far as that, because what the test is supposed to reflect is the stuff that technically you went over in class and what you've been testing on. And a lot of that, especially a lot of the reaction mechanisms and the functional groups are on there. The NMR stuff is on there, so make sure you go and read up on the NMR, proton NMR, carbon NMR. Make sure you read up on that because it's some questions on there about that definitely. Knowing the differences, so I know it's a good bit of questions on there about that. I'm trying to see what else that is on there because I'm not looking at it. I turned it in last night and I said I have to take a break from looking at it for a minute. But um, I think percent EE, I think that's one of the calculations, the EE calculation from last semester.
Okay.
Definitely a couple of questions about that is on there. I'm trying to see what else that I can point you guys in the right direction so that you guys can know. Oh, I'm just trying to see. Let me look. Um, it's a lot of nomenclature. So alkenes, alkanes, the nomenclature, that is something that you guys really do need to know. There's a couple of questions on there about alcohols. Uh, I did touch on stereochemistry. So some of the questions that you saw me post about, talk to you guys about stereochemistry are definitely on there.
Okay.
So look at that. Um, Understanding knowing functional groups. Um, I see it's not. Carbonyls, chapter 17 to 18. pKa, energy, nucleophile, electrophiles. Understanding those are very important. Understanding isomers. Um, uh, Hydrogenation, um, oxidation, uh, isomeric thing, isomers, knowing the difference between isomers, um, radical halogenation, um, a couple of things, naming compounds, like I said, it is a lot of things on there. Talking about, like I said, talking about stereoisomers. What is optically active compounds? What is true about optically active compounds? Conformations of cyclohexane, stereogenic centers, hydration. I put Fisher's um, Fisher projections on there. So you should know a little bit about those. Aromatics, benzene, talk about that. Bromination, of some of the things that we would use in the lab. Ortho pairing, Fieldcraft alkylation, acylation, it's on there. Also dyes, somebody did a lab, y'all did labs on that. Let's see. Proton MNMR, UV vis, understanding the difference between when you look at what is it? Doublets, singlets. When you're looking at different spectrums, especially when it comes to GC mass spec with mass spec. Understanding those, how to identify those groups, how to prepare aldehyde, carbonyl compounds with nucleophilic reactions. What is pyridine? What are Bronsted acids and bases? How do they look? What makes them stronger or weaker? Um, Transition states and intermediates for different reactions. Hybridization. Hybridization is on there. And then a little bit on polymerization, just something we touched on. And that is about it.
Okay.
So it's about 70 questions that are on there. Those are the topics. Like I said, you can go Google and study. It's a couple of good websites out there that can help you study. But if you go through what we went over in the book, like I know a lot of those topics that I just read off, there's a lot of stuff that we covered in class.
Yeah.
And so, so if you go back and go over the topics we covered in class, I'm pretty sure 85–90% of it, I'm confident everybody should be able to do. It may be a moment of, oh my God, do I remember that? But it's stuff definitely we covered. So um, that's pretty much it. That's really all I had. I just wanted to get on to see if anybody had any question. I know some people are trying to wrap up turning in stuff today and stuff like that. I know most people are trying to get that done. So,
Right.
any other questions you may have?
No, that's it really.
Okay. Antonia, what about you? Do you have any questions? I see her
I'm
on.
good, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, good luck. I'm finna get ready to call Canvas and see how I can make sure all of these can transfer and load because they are done in Word, but the test is done and get it loaded for the class. So that's all I can say. And then, like I said, I posted that guide for you guys, so I know that should be a big help for you guys. I will say you guys have to take biochem, right?
Yes.
Um, I would say download all the PowerPoints if you haven't gotten them, because some of the stuff that is in this book, I don't want to make you guys keep both books or whatever. But download the PowerPoints and stuff because I am gonna refer back to this book when you guys are in bio. So I
Okay.
just want, yeah. So I want you guys to um, have some of this so that you can refer back to it and stuff because a lot of the stuff that we're gonna go over in biochem, actually, this book actually better explains it in some cases than our book. Our book is really good that we use, and it's a smaller book. It's just a lot, but this book also has some really good material on how to learn it and how to apply it. So I want you guys to keep that as well.
Okay.
So, all right, you guys, that's all I had. I know it's stressful trying to do all of this online. I mean, because I was so looking forward to not having to create a final, but I had to do this, but it's all good. I don't mind doing it. But um, it's been stressful for everybody because me, luckily, the kids can watch TV. They starting to finally kind of settle down, but it's been kind of stressful for me too, being at home with a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I'm kind of glad this is kind of winding down for a little while so I can kind of get them back into some type of routine. We were in a routine. It's just that they think it's mommy time all the time because mommy's
Yeah.
out. So it's like, oh. Well, okay, you guys. Like I said, if you have anything, if you guys need me, I'm gonna put this up since it was just only two of you guys because I went over a lot of the topics and stuff. Um, make sure that you guys go and study and review and everything, and then I'll get back to you guys. So, like I said, if you got any questions, let me know. I'll have my email. My email goes to my phone, and I'll try my best to answer any questions that you guys may have. But I feel pretty confident that you guys will do well. So, you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there, okay?
All right. You too.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.